What do you think about our present day Nigerians? Presently, what's happening today where people get to take their lives, commit suicide because they are depressed? Do you actually think depression is the way out of? Actually think that's the way out?
Thank you very much for that wonderful question. I honestly do not think suicide is a way out because, like the saying goes, that when there's life, there's hope. So, whatever you are doing, all you need to do is to look for the best possible way to make it work for you. If you are finding things difficult, you need to meet your brother. There must be somebody you can talk to. There must be somebody you can trust. Is it financial issues? Is it relationship issues? What kind of issue that is getting you traumatized? You should talk to someone. When you are keeping it to yourself, it's going to escalate and aggravate into something that you cannot curtail anymore. So you need to talk to someone. That's where you need counselors. So I don't support the issue of suicide. It's not the way forward.
So basically, I would like you to just point out your advice. What you think those people out there that are depressed and might be thinking of going to like taking this same step of suicide again. What's your advice, your take? What do you think you should advise them to do?
First of all, I want you to have a contrite reflection within you. Taking your own life because somebody hurt you or something, is it right? Do you not think of the people that you are leaving behind, the people that you are going to hurt? Your mother buried you in her womb for about 9 months, some even more than 9 months, and you want to terminate your life just like that. It's not the way forward. So I think you should talk to someone. There should be somebody you can talk to, like a counselor or something. Like me, growing up, I was very, very close to my mother. There's nothing I won't say to her, you understand? So you tell them anything, your parents, your brothers, your elder ones, the ones you know that when you tell them these things, they cannot use it against you. They will just advise you and guide you. So these are the people you should talk to. There's no need committing suicide. I don't think there's anything worth it. Is it relationship issue? If somebody is leaving you now for another person, definitely tomorrow you will be better. Tomorrow you'll be better. So when there's life, there's hope. I don't support suicide, and I think the way forward is to discuss the issue that is seriously of serious concern to you, to someone that can actually advise you. So that's my take.
Suicide mission. People get to end their lives because of depression. One thing leads to the other, and they feel like taking their life is the best option. So what's your take on today's suicide issue in Nigeria? Think depression, like suicide, is the best way out of depression?
No, that's not the best option. I know that situation in the country is not really helping matters. Our leaders, the way they are managing the issues. So maybe the issue of education are not properly handled for them. Some, issue of feeding. So there are a lot of many factors that can really cause someone to be weighed down, depressed, or what the case may be. But be that as it may, that's not why someone should go and get himself killed. Just kill yourself, end your life. You're brighter for sure. Just end it, just for one thing or the other. Once there's still life, there's hope. So I see no reason why people should go and be killing him or herself.
Okay, according to the general popular saying, do you think Nigerian youths are lazy?
That is for Mr. President. I don't know where I really got that one from. We are so agile, we are ready to work hard working. I'm not saying us lazy. They are not giving us the enabling environment to make us strive, work as we should. And as they are working too, it's not really coming up. They are not saying those things because the factors around us, they are not just helping matters. So they are not lazy. I don't know where they are even the one lazy because the major thing that we're expecting them to do, they're not doing them. From the lawmakers angle, from the executive arm of even the judiciary, they're not up and doing. They're not meeting up to expectations. So the youths, they are not lazy. They are more hardworking than the way they are. So they're not.
Okay, so are you trying to say that the government is the cause of our Nigerian youth's problem?
They are, majorly they are. I'm not saying that youth are exempted. They are also part of these problems because the situation of whereby they are being used as touts. Most of these youth, they are the ones that they say they want to hijack ballot papers, all those things, ballot boxes and all those stuff like that. They are the ones they are using. Too bad. But they are the people that are engineering these people. They are using their money because that's why they don't want us to have them, to meet up to them. They have this money and they are using them for their own advantage to get these people, useful for their own self-centeredness. I think that's why.
What do you really think about EFCC with Nigerian youths? Presently, you see many guys, even the ones that they are not into the Yahoo thing, they are scared of walking properly on the streets. Like, what's your own take? What do you think about it? What's your own take on this particular matter?
As much as I don't really support the issue of this Yahoo, maybe Yahoo, some call it Yahoo Plus. To me, I don't buy the idea. How will you gonna be tapping into someone's life saving and for your own, self? I will still call them self-centeredness. Some people are some also their money labored for their life saving. You went to go, you stole the money and pocketed it for one thing or another. It's not too good. Maybe that's me. We FCC, I'm not saying them do the right thing, because we just picking most of the activities so far I've seen so far. They have been wish hunting, picking people out of maybe personal hatred or personal one thing or the other they had about that very person. From the political angle to pick those that are not really they are maybe they just. I'm not supporting those that are stealing or whatever. Those that stole a naira, maybe 2 naira, 3 naira will be punished. While those that even stole billions of naira will be kept separate. That no, maybe something transpired. No, it's not that the way they are thinking about it. So to me, they're not really doing the work the way they should have. The way we are looking up to them to do it, they're not really doing it as they should. They are witch hunting and they are biased in most of their activities. That's just what I say.
During the time you were still a student, peradventure you met a couple of amounts of money like 10 million naira. What would you do if, let's say, you were in final year, like you spent 5 years in school and you just bought, like you saw 10 million naira and you're supposed to just pick that money and run? So are you going to run with the money, or you think about your years you spent in school, or you're going to leave the money and go back to your education?
I should do that. Maybe it's a personal thing, sir. To me, I know what I came for. I know where I'm going. It's not about today. It's about tomorrow. And it's not about the immediate. It's about the ultimate. I know where I'm going to. I know why I came to school in the first place. Why will I just pick 10 million naira? 10 million that I can even get within 2 weeks, 3 weeks, maybe a month, 2 months, or a year interval. I can even get more than that if I really know what I'm doing. If I'm serious with what I came to study. So I can't just say, even if it's 100 million, I can't, after having suffered this long, and not because I just saw 50 million naira and I forfeit my admission, I will go and start afresh, or maybe later I'll come and study go back to my study and start afresh. No, that doesn't all go. To me, I will not buy into such idea. I will just finish my studies and pursue finance maybe later on in life.
All right. So what's another word for the soup don't sour in English?
I don't know. The soup is not okay. The food is bad, or maybe the soup is not tasteful again. I don't know.
Suicide that has been happening presently in Nigeria. Plenty of people going to end their lives. Many people dying. What do you think? What's your take on that present scenario right now in Nigeria?
Well, from my opinion, I don't think that is anyone's fault. It has to be on that individual, because the decisions made by that individual is from each from that particular person. So when some people get into such conditions, if they don't have any nearest counselor to talk to or something to keep them busy or to keep them distracted, that is when they think suicide is the best option. But we all know that suicide is not the best option. That's why the predicament we go through. For teenagers, for youth, students, we should be try and prepared for the future. There must be challenges, and we should try and stand strong to withstand all these challenges.
How would you interpret this in English? Daybreak, everywhere bust.
It's dawn, and everywhere is glowing.
10 million presently on your way home, and you know that the owners might come back looking for it. You're a final year in school and you're going to leave school soon. Are you going to consider you're going back to school and pick that money and run, not minding if you have to go back to school or not?
It's obvious now. I'll pick the money and run now.
What's your take on it? And what do you actually think leads people to depression? And do you think suicide is the best way out?
Well, to me, I won't say suicide is the best way to this situation, and you just have to try to make sure you talk to 1 or 2 persons for problems you are passing through, and believing they will give you solution, or at least they will give you suggestion on what to do. So suicide is not the best way.
Okay, so if you see 10 million right now and you get to forfeit your 5 years in school and you see 10 million right now, knowing that the owner of that money that you're about to pick might come searching for it, are you going to forfeit your 5 years you've spent in school and run with that money, or you're going to walk away from the money and face your academics?
Definitely, if I know the owner is going to come to me for the money, first of all, I'll give the money to the owner. But if it's not going to come, definitely the money is super cool with me.
See, what's another word for sour? Like the soup don't sour. Another word for sour.
Spoiled.
Do you really think suicide is the best way out of depression?
Okay, no, I don't think so. Those actually commit suicide is out of frustration, and that is not the best way. Because in any situation you find yourself, you always have to give thanks. It depends on the individual in person. Some don't like doing anything. They believe that everything just comes within the platter of a god. So when that opportunity they find is not coming for, they actually want to commit suicide. In society at large, the young ones are supposed to plan for their future. And planning doesn't mean it will actually happen as far as you want it. Everything has to do a due process stuff. So committing suicide is not the best way. The best way to sit down, calm your nerves, think about the next thing that will be better off than what you are actually doing right now. That's my perspective about it all.
Okay, so concerning the heat happening presently now on Instagram with the Blessing CEO chick, the girl who had to use another person's building to go pose, and the building is not hers, and later everything came out. What do you think about fake girls presently in Nigeria? All the slay mama, like the tag they put. What do you think about them?
I think about them that they don't know they are going. They don't know that tomorrow. Because your tomorrow starts today. You think you pretend to be who you are not, trying to impress people. It's not life. In life, you're supposed to plan for your tomorrow, not doing it as a way to show people that what you are not. It's bad. Why would you be showing what you don't have? In life, you're supposed to plan. If you want to be a CEO, it's from your own perspective. You should plan towards it. Those people that are actually a CEO, they are what they call under 40 CEOs. They plan while they are still young. Instead of using other people's name to say you are and you are not. It's better for you to plan while you are still young now, so that by the time you get to 40, you actually be the CEO you want to be. Living a fake life is not good, because actually bringing down your reputation. When they find out that you are not actually who you think you are, they actually give you chance, and that's not good. That's what I think about them.
If you say another word for sour, like the soup is sour, what would you use for another word for sour?
The food don't spoil.
Like, okay, another English word for sour.
The food is rotten already.
And in the present suicide situation happening in Nigeria, many people get to take their lives because of depression and lots more. So what's your take on suicide? Do you think suicide is the best or the quickest way out of depression? What's your take? And what is your advice towards people that are depressed and would like to find a way out?
Killing yourself or taking your life is never the best idea. God gives life. You're not the owner of the life. So when you have depression, maybe coming from something we don't even want to know, you have friends, you have a family, you have a pastor, you have someone that is close to you that you let it out to. Killing yourself is never when you kill yourself, you go to the world beyond to face the other world. So killing yourself is never there is some people that are looking up to you. So when you take yourself, their whole life is shattered because they are the one looking up to you. So when you have a depression, just let it out to somebody, no matter what it is. No, there is some people that is facing worse thing than you, and they are still living, and they still conquer. So when you have depression coming from anywhere, just let it out to friends and family, and that's all.
Okay, so a second question, what's your take on today's EFCC issue with the young guys on the streets? Like, boys no longer have their freedom, even the ones that they've not done, they're not Yahoo boys, the ones that has never even seen a dime in it, like all of them are all tired, or they don't want to even walk on the street anymore. What's your take about today's EFCC mission with the Nigerian youth?
My dear, the story is so complicated for everyone, but what I would say is that everybody have their own rights. Before you arrest anybody on anything, have you investigated? Have you carried out your investigation to make sure that this thing you are arresting this person for, he actually did it? And EFCC, they are not even pure because some of them are still thieves in this thing we are saying, in this Yahoo stuff we are talking about. So my stake is, don't arrest somebody you know that you've not carried out investigation, you've not confirmed that this person is actually a Yahoo, because at the end of it, those people they are arresting, you will still find out that their hands are clean. So before you arrest anybody on Yahoo something or other, confirm it first. And if you are among people that is doing it, please retake it, because it's not a better idea, it's not a better way to make money. That's just,
I guess you should be in your finals, right?
yes.
Okay. If you were on your way home and you saw a sum of 10 million naira, and you're in your finals, you spent like 5 years in school, what are you going to do about that money? Are you going to just pick the money and run away, or you're going to think about your education, leave the money and go back to face your studies?
I'm going to give two answers on this. Looking at the situation of the country, many graduates are coming out without nothing, and in that perspective, I'll take the money, because you don't know, you will be the next to join them on being idle. That's just it. So being on that situation, I will take the money. But looking at the other situation, I might go to.
You just have one answer.
Right, so
are you going to pick the money or not?
I'll pick the money. Yes.
You pick the money. Okay. So talking about, you said something about the thing happening in Nigeria. Do you think Nigerian youths are lazy?
No, they are not. Nigerian youths are never lazy.
All right. Tell me this in English. The soup don't sour.
The soup has spoiled.
Okay. What's another word for slimy?
Oh, I don't know.
What do you think about today's suicide mission happening in Nigeria? Do you really feel that suicide is the best way out when you're depressed?
Not at all. I think people get things very right, very wrong, so to speak. Even the Bible, the Holy Bible, made us to understand that the life is not yours. The life that you want to take away is not yours. So I think it's a foolhardiness for one. Maybe what I will call ignorance for one to take one's life. Bible forbids it. God hates it. So you there's no circumstances that one should, take his or her life. You just ask about the rate. Yes, it's on the increase. I don't know if you want to ask me the reasons. People feel they have gotten too much, that their case is the worst. But not until you just go further, you move further, you discover that even your own problem you think is the worst is even on a lighter note. People, yes, depression, they've lost hope, and they feel, what is the essence of living in life? What is the essence of living? Better die, go and rest. But they have forgotten that after life, there is judgment, comes judgment. Because the Bible has said it. It's appointed unto man once to die. Then after death, judgment. Judgment awaits as many that take their lives.
Okay, so sir, what's your advice to those out there that are depressed and they don't know their next step, they don't know what to do, and might even end up going to the same direction? What's your advice to them?
We advise such people with such a mindset or thinking to have a rethink. They should not forget that where there is life, there is hope.